90% of who we are today is as a result of who we were 20 or 35 years ago. For those who are over 40 years of age, you know that those things which you were doing when you are at your early 20s or when you are around 30 years are major determinants of who you are today. Mahatma Gandhi is one of the oldest people who lived during the time of the colonialism, and he left to us with one particular saying, that you be the change that you want the world to be. He said this because he was fighting a colonial government, non-violent war that he wanted to win only by using nice words. He said it that if you want the world to change, then you have to be that change that you want the world to have. Welcome and thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for those who are returning viewers, and for those who are watching this channel for the very first time. I take this opportunity to welcome you, knowing that you are the right place, because I, Julius, who is the host of this particular channel, is determined to give you nothing less than a greater content. I know that you are great people. I know that you people are looking for great quality, and that's why particularly I've taken this opportunity to welcome you officially into my YouTube channel, Public Desire Media TV. And if you are watching my content for the very first time, this channel is geared towards giving you motivation and inspiration that are geared towards making you a better person in whatever you do. And for those who are already Public Desire family members, let me take this opportunity to thank and appreciate each one of you for making that particular move to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate the love and support you have shown me so far. I don't take it for granted. I know that there are many channels that you could have subscribed, but choosing my channel to subscribe is a big favor which I have to appreciate. Now in today's video, I'm going to talk about how you can make yourself the change that the world needs. But before I indulge on today's topic, let me first of all take this opportunity to thank and appreciate the management of Confirmed General Contractors for sponsoring this particular video. For Confirmed General Contractors is a company which is in Kenya, East Africa, which are majoring in house makeup. Top-notch company which is specialized in tiles, terrazzo, painting, and even if you are looking for aluminum partitioning, Confirmed General Contractors is the deal company to contract. They are specialized in all kinds of house makeup, be it painting, be it tiles, be it worktops in your kitchen cabinets, partitioning. If you have a big space which you want to partition into smaller offices as per measurements, then you need to contact Confirmed General Contractors. I'm going to leave their contacts in the pinning. I'm going to pin their contacts down below so that you may be able to find them each and every time you get that kind of particular job. Now, having said that, let me dive right inside today's particular topic. Number one, if you want to be the change that the world desires, first of all, you need to know yourself. Break those habitual habits, those things which you normally do that lead you nowhere, those things that you each and every time find yourself doing. Break them. If you know that you are doing something which has never taken you anywhere, if you know that you have been embarking on a mission that leads to nowhere, then you need to stop that particular habit. It is known that there are things which you have been doing in our early 20s, early 30s, that at this particular age and time are totally irrelevant. For example, you know, if you want to pursue a new career and you think that this is the way people used to study, things have changed. People are now studying online. Things have changed. These are things which you have to change also. You have to adapt to new technology. So that is number one. You have to know yourself. Those things which used to bring you down, those things which led you nowhere, you have to stop them at this particular time. And that is number one. Perhaps before I take the opportunity to go into the second one, let me also thank those who made some comments in my earlier videos. You made me pursue this particular content because there are things which you have to do simply because you have been told to do. So I thank you, my viewers, for making your comments. Their comments are very, very much important. I don't take any comment for granted. I really work on them and find them very, very helpful in my daily shooting of this particular content. That is, having talked about the first one, let me take this opportunity to introduce the second step, which is also very, very powerful, that can lead us to be a better person and to alternately make this world particularly be a good place to be. You need to change the buttons which you press on daily basis. What am I talking about? The buttons. There are certain beliefs and perceptions that we need to leave behind. There are certain beliefs and perception which you are used to be followed long time ago by those people who were born before us. These things, you have to leave them. These things that I, me, everything about self-centered, everything about me, I can do it better than so and so, I leave them. Those perceptions, they have never worked in a modern society. So that is number one. That is number two. If you want to change the world, you need to be the change that the world needs. That is according to Mahatma Gandhi. And you know, if you leave some perceptions, if you leave those things which never took us somewhere in the early days, that is the only way, that the additional way that you can live and make a mark into this particular life you are living in. You know, there are certain things. For example, if you want different results, you cannot continue doing the same thing the same way each day. If you want something different, you cannot do the same thing every day. Forget about those things which you have had. Forget about those things which you have seen people doing. Find your own way of doing them. This is the correct way. Do what you know, what we call the due diligence. Find out if this is the correct thing. That is the way to go, because we are living in an open world. Everything now is open. Nothing is hidden. So continue doing the right thing. Press the right buttons. Definitely, you are going to get the right results in whatever you do. Do not forget that those things which we take lightly, when they build up, they can bring disaster to our lives. Those things which we take for granted each and every time, those are the things which bring a downfall. Remember, a ship does not sink simply because of a big hole. A small hole can make a whole ship or a whole vessel to sink. The strongest muscle in our body is the mind. Try each and every time to feed your mind correctly. Try every time to give your mind the right thoughts, which is the right food for the mind. In the end, you'll realize that by doing so, your mind will get used to thinking on how to do things correctly, will get used on how to do things differently. In the end, you are going to get good results, which we are all looking for in our effort to make the world a better place to live in. Now, this is the third and the final way on how you can make yourself to be the change that the world needs. Remember, I had said before that if you are looking for a company which is good at house makeup, if you are looking for a company which is good at painting, terrazzo, tiles, cabro, stainless steel fabrication, if you have a hotel and you want to do what we call kitchenhood, Confirmed General Contractors is the ideal company which you need to contact. Confirmed General Contractors is a company located in East Africa, to be specifically Kenya, where they indulge on all kinds of house makeup, painting work, terrazzo, and also interior finishing. Confirmed General Contractors is the top-notch company which you need to contact each and every time you want to have good house finishing. Now, coming to the last one, fire and wire yourself. What do I mean by fire and wire yourself? There's this what we call self-inspiration. There's this what we call self-wiring. If you want to achieve more in life, if you want this particular world to be a good place to live in, you need to fire and wire yourself. What do I mean by this also? Let me elaborate on this particular fact. Look, take a good example of a gardener. A gardener is one person who each season he prepares his land ready for a next planting season. Now, what does he do? He wires the soil. He fires the soil by tilling, removing all the weeds, removing all the unwanted plants, and also putting new, if it is compost, putting new fertilizer so that it can wire and fire the soil so that it can be an ideal place for new plants to take root. Now, that is what I mean. When you want to do something differently, when you want to achieve something extraordinary, this is the best way to do it. We know that the soil loses fertility, but each and every time it is given a new way of getting manure, a new way of getting some strength. Normally we get good products. A gardener is very keen. Each planting season, a gardener gives some tips, some new nutrients to the soil because he wants good results. The same thing you can do, you, my valuable viewer who's watching me right at this particular time. If you want this world to change, be the change that the world needs. We know it is not easy. We know it is easier said than done, but that is the only way because you don't have other options. But put it this way: if you are familiar with the problems will be familiar with you. Each and every time you get a problem, you will say, the other time I had a similar problem, and I think I solved it this way. If you have famine each and every year, then you don't have good farmers. New ways of doing farming will stop famine. That's what I mean by fire and wire yourself in the best way possible. That is the only way you can make these particular problems which come habitually to you come to an end. We know new ideas spark new ways of doing things. That is the only thing that I need to tell you, my viewers. Thank you so much for watching this video up to this particular point. But you know, if you have been watching my videos, if you have been a keen follower of my videos, and even if you are watching my videos for the very first time, let me take you to the last episode of my particular video. My videos cannot come to a complete end without what we call a take-home message. Now, sit back, relax, let us take home what you call a take-home message. If you are in your seat, if you are in the comfort of your office, if you are driving, I beg you to park somewhere. Take time, listen to what we call a take-home message. There's this Ghanaian proverb. You know, I like taking African proverbs because Africa is very, very rich with proverbs. And these wise sayings are very important to our lives. There's this wise saying from Ghanaian that we can only help you to climb a tree if it is a good tree. We can only push you to climb a tree only if it is a good tree. We cannot push you if we know that a tree which you are trying to climb is not strong enough. You might fall down and get injured. The problem will also be ours. So what does it mean? What it means in life is this: we can only support you. We can only support you. When I'm talking about we, I'm talking about a whole society. We are all talking about a whole human race. Human beings can only support you to do a certain thing which they know can bring value to them. Nothing which of no value can be supported by anybody who is of noble mind. I know this is for sure. You can take it to the bank. Nobody can support you to do something which is of no use to that particular society. So, wherever you do, wherever you are, in whatever you do, put it in your mind that you can only get support if whatever you are doing is of great importance to the society. That is the only way that the entire society can benefit. Because we know if you want the world to change, you have to change yourself. So start doing something good. Even if you are stuck middle way, people might come and give you a push so that you go up and bring down all the firewood that people need. After all, when you bring the firewood, we know there will be food on the table and people will fill their stomachs. Thank you so much for watching this particular video from the beginning until the end. Remember, if it is your first time to watch my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video. If you already like it, don't forget to share this particular video as many times as you can. Most important also, I will also like to see the comments on the comment section. Let me know where you're watching my videos from. Let me know of what great importance this video has brought into your life. Thank you so much. For those who have already subscribed to be Public Desire family members, thank you so much. For all of you who are watching my channel for the very first time and you have not subscribed, please, I take this opportunity to request you humbly to subscribe to my channel so that you may be getting 2 videos of great importance each week that are going to push you towards greater heights of achievement. Remember, my channel Public Desire Media TV is geared towards making you a better person each and every day. We can only be better and make this world a better place to live in if we change ourselves. That's why I put it in a simple way. Everything is my fault. I don't know about you. Bye bye. Thank you. Let us meet in the next video. Bye.